Hello, this is my cereal review. My first one, in fact, is currently 9 around that time, 9 p.m. And I've just came back home, had a bowl of cornflakes, as you can see, and with some milk from just your average milk you get from Woolies. So here's the finished product. So let's get on to it. So I've just came back from soccer training. So I'm quite hungry at this time. So and after I ate my cornflakes, I felt fulfilled and quite full. It was when I poured the cornflakes, the sound was your perfect sound you could have when pouring. You just perfect sound, the crackle against the. If you have the spoon in, the spoon shakes a bit, perfect, and the flakes hitting against each other is just a beautiful sound. As you pour in the milk, it is no different compared to any other cereal. When the milk pours in, it flows straight through the cornflakes. It flows through like it's going through a cave system, water going through a cave system. It is honestly beautiful, and as the milk rises, you see the cornflakes rise, and I love that. So getting on to um, how good I felt while eating it, is quite good. Honestly, with cornflakes, the problem is immaculate first couple bites, but once you pass that first maybe third of the bowl, it starts dropping off in texture, as it is not as crunchy, and that's the main thing with cornflakes. I don't know if you're into soggy cereal, but for me, I definitely prefer with cornflakes when it is a lot more crunchy, and with that slight bit of milk on your spoon, uh, adding more, bringing out the flavor of cornflakes way better. Now, let me grab a flake. Now, this is quite a small flake, but reviewing the flake, it's quite thin, but I think that definitely helps cornflakes. Even though they do soggy up quite quickly, even because they're thin, um, this curvature of the flake, it allows it to bring milk up with it, so you can like when you scoop up that with your spoon, um, the the cornflake flake allows the milk to come up with it, which I feel is perfect. How crunchy it is, perfect. Like, and once you add the milk, the first couple bites is so good. But the problem is, my only real faults to it is the flavor can be a bit bland. Even though it does taste great, it's a quite simple cereal. It's pretty average. Um, Passing the first couple bites, your first layer of cornflakes, it drops off, and once you get to that little layer at the bottom, it can be a bit of a chore to finish up, and that's a problem. So that's one of my big problems with cornflakes. With any cereal really, that does happen, and it's not only with cornflakes. Uh, so uh, getting on to, should you have it? I definitely recommend it to a new cereal enthusiast. You can have it at any time of the day. It is a great meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Because cereal enthusiasts can have it at any time of the day. if you're new to cereal and you really want to get into it, definitely recommend cornflakes as a starter. It is relatively cheap for a really large box. 920 grams value pack I got. It's middle of the road for health. Uh, as you can see, it is only 3.5 stars for the Australian health star rating. So yeah, it's pretty middle of the batch, but yeah, I'd give it a great, definitely a good nighttime snack, nighttime cereal. Uh, it hits well. Especially it's good to fill you up if you're hungry. Want a bit of a bite. It definitely is perfect for that. And you always have a cereal box in your pantry that you can just whip out, get some milk. Obviously pour the cereal in before the milk, as any good cereal enthusiast will do, and enjoy it. That's all I can really say. Um, but for review out of 10, 0 to 10, um, personally, I'd give it a very middle of the road, but still a good, bit above average. So I'd give it a definite 6.5 stars out of 10. Thanks for watching Serial Kings.